Hi, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this lecture of Python, we'll be dealing with the functions, and this is the last lecture, that is ninth lecture of functions. And in this lecture, we'll be understanding to find out the sine x, cos x and e to the power x using Taylor series. Now the critical thing in this series is that there's one term positive, the next term is negative, and the third term is again positive. So what technique is applied to get one term in positive and next in negative? We'll be understanding everything practically, so let's move on to the computer.
This is the code of finding sine x using Taylor series. Let us run this. It is asking me to enter the value of x. Suppose I enter 3. It is asking me the limit. Up till what limit that you want to calculate the expression. If I enter 7, see the answer is 2.609. This is the sine x using Taylor series. If you replace the value of x by 3, up till 7, if you calculate it, you will get the same answer that we saw. Now we understand this code step by step. So watch this video up to the end. Let us start. Now this is a Taylor series. This is sine x. This is the formula. X minus x to the power 3 divided by factorial 3 plus x to the power 5 divided by factorial 5 minus. You will notice that one expression is negative. The next expression is positive. Again the next is negative. So for that I have made use of a variable mult which is initialized to -1. When I multiply mult, that is -1 with -1, it will become positive. And in the next iteration, if I multiply it again by -1, it will become negative. So I am taking the help of a variable which is initialized to -1. I will multiply it with -1 to get the next expression as positive. Again I will multiply with -1 to get the next expression as negative. Now what is factorial? Recall that the functions is a huge topic in Python. And to understand functions properly, we have split it into 9 lectures. In these lectures, we will learn how to find out the factorial. You don't have to worry about it. What is factorial? It is multiplication of sequence numbers. For example, if I want the factorial of 3, I want 1 into 2 into 3. Whatever the product is, this is nothing but the factorial of 3. What is factorial of 5? The multiplication of first 5 sequence number. 1 into 2 into 3 into 4 into 5. Whatever is the product of these multiplications from 1 till 5 will be nothing but the factorial of 5. Now let us come back to the program. I want to calculate this thing, right? So I have to ask the user to enter two things. One is the value of x and another is the limit. Suppose the user enters limit 7. So I want to calculate this whole expression, right? So the user will be asked to enter the value of x. Suppose user enters 3. Obviously input takes everything in the string format. So by int function, you are typecasting. You are converting the entered string into integer. So the value 3 will be assigned in the integer form to variable x. You are asked to enter the limit. Suppose I enter 7. Okay. Now I have to compute this one. So I have initialized sine. Sine is a variable where I will be computing the whole expression. I have initialized it to the value of x. So up till here my job is done, right? So sine is x. I have initialized mult to -1. Why? I'll just let you know. The for loop will range from 3, if the upper limit I write n only, n is 7. The loop will terminate on 7th value. I want this expression to be computed, so I have made it 8. N plus 1 is 8. So the loop will run up till the value 7 at least. And this is the step. So the value of I will increment by 2 with every iteration. Like the value of I will be 3. In the next iteration, 2 will be added to the value of I, it will become 5, then 7. See, because I have made it 8, so even when the value of 7 will be assigned to the variable I, the loop will run. The value of I in the first round is 3. Now see, the result of the expression on the right hand side is assigned to the variable on the left. Sine is x, right? Plus, we learned in the lecture 2, power, x to the power I is 3. So x to the power 3 is computed, divided by fact, you are invoking the fact function. This is the fact function. Sending the I as argument. The value of I is 3. So that 3 will be assigned to well parameter. Now here you have to compute 1 into 2 into 3 to compute the factorial of 3. So the variable where the factorial will be computed is s, which is initialized to value 1. For I, it will range from 1 till 4 because I want the value of I to range up till 3. On value 4, the loop will terminate. Okay. The value of I will become 1. That 1 will be multiplied with the value of s. 1 into 1 is 1. In the next iteration, the value of I will become 2. S is equal to s into I. So 1 into 2 is 2. The answer will be assigned to the variable s. In the next iteration, the value of I will become 3. s is equal to s into I. 2 into 3 is 6. Thereafter, the value of I will become 4, which is not allowed. So by return s, control will go back to the main function and will replace this fact 3. This fact I will be replaced by the result, which is 6, which is nothing but the factorial 3. So you got x, right, plus x to the power 3 divided by factorial 3 into mult. What is mult? Mult is minus 1. If you multiply an expression by minus 1, it will become negative. So up till here, x minus, it has become minus because of this mult, okay. X minus x to the power 3 divided by factorial 3, it is computed and the result is assigned to the variable sine. Minus 1, mult is minus 1. Minus 1 into minus 1 is positive 1. So mult has become positive. The next iteration will start off the for loop. Because of this step 2, the value of I will become 5. The right hand side is computed and assigned to the variable on left. Sine is up to here, x minus x to the power 3 divided by factorial 3 plus power x comma 5. So x to the power 5 is computed. Divide by factor 5. This I, the value of I will be assigned to the well parameter. It will compute the factorial of 5. The result will come over here. Multiplied by positive 1. So if you multiply anything by positive 1, nothing will happen. So you get x to the power 5 divided by factorial 5, which is added to the previous sine expression, and the total will be assigned to the sine variable. Mult is positive 1 multiplied by minus 1 become minus 1. So mult has become negative now. In the next iteration, the value of I will become 7. Is 7 less than 8? Yes. Sine plus, sine is computed up to here, right? Plus x to the power 7 divided by factorial 7 into minus 1. When you multiply anything by minus 1, it will become negative. So this has become x to the power 7 divided by factorial 7 and it is converted into a negative value, right? And it is added to the previous expression, that is up till here. The result of the expression will be assigned to sine variable. Minus 1 into minus 1 will become positive 1. The value of I in the next iteration will become 9. Is 9 less than 8? No. It will come over here. The value of sine x, the limit is also displayed, is, and the result will be displayed up till 3 places of decimals. Okay. So let us run this program. It is asking me to enter the value of x. Let us enter 3. Limit, if I enter 7, the answer, the sine x is 2.609. Up till this x to the power 7 divided by factor 7, if you compute this expression, replacing the value of x by 3, you will definitely get the result 2.609. That is, this program is working perfectly well. Now what shall I do if I want to compute cos x? See, the expression for cos x in Taylor series is 1 minus x to the power 2 divided by factorial 2 plus x to the power 4 divided by factor 4. I want to begin with 1. So the value of sine won't be x now, it will be 1. Next, I want the x to the power 2 divided by factorial 2. So the value of I will not begin with 3, it will begin with 2. And the rest of all the things are same. Because the first value you want negative, then you want positive. So you have to make use of mult variable. So you have to just do one thing, you have to make only 2 changes. The value of sine variable has to be initialized to 1 and this value of I will begin with value 2. The rest of the things will be same. If you follow this program very well, I want you to compute e to the power x using this Taylor series. This is the formula for that. What are the changes you have to do? Either you mention that in the comment box or you write a program and show me in the comment box, right? If you followed this lecture, please subscribe to my channel, share the video with your friends, write comments. Thanks for watching the video. Have a nice day.